Hello, my name is Mr. Bates. I'm going to talk to you today about turning your normal revision activities into reusable, testable revision activities. Today's activity that we're going to be looking at is called Revision Clock. And here's an example of a template that you can use. You can get these off the internet. And various people have used these. Here's an example, a geography example, where they've separated out their information around the clock. And another example here, lots of information separated out into sections. So people like using these. But what I'd like to do is do it in a slightly different way so that you can then test yourself with this rather than having to reread it for information. Much better to test yourself. Let's have a look at turning these activities into reusable, testable revision activities. Like I say, we're going to be using this template, and normally what you do, put your topic in the middle, write your information around the outside, and once you've got all your information done, that's it, you're happy, you've got your notes, and that's your revision activity. But let's think about making that a bit more reusable and definitely testable. So we need to be able to separate questions from answers. At the moment, we've just got facts. We need to sort of separate out some sort of keywords, answers, questions, answers, something like that. We need space for ticks and crosses, okay, so that we can check which ones we're getting right, which ones we're getting wrong, and which ones we need to do more work on. And we need our topic, title or code, but that's already there, so that's dead straightforward. We're going to draw the centre bit like normal, but as you can see, I've drawn a box around, and so now I've got my questions on the inside of the box and all my answers around the outside. So I've separated my questions from my answers there. There it is, there's the box. I've drawn that. That's the important part, to write your question on the inside, the answer on the outside. And now we've separated them. Okay, we still need to be able to cover them up. We'll show you how to do that in a little bit. At the moment, it's separated and that's good. The next thing to do, well, we should leave space for ticks and crosses. Let's put a pin in that for the moment. Topic, title and code, like I said, that's dead straightforward. That's just in the middle there. No problem with that. All right then, let's go back and have a look at that, leaving space for ticks and crosses then. The reason why I've left it is because in actual fact we haven't got space on the front, we've actually got space on the back. So if I have a look at the video, again it's telling you quickly how to make one of these activities up. Questions on the inside, answers on the outside. But the important point here is we're then going to fold it over. Now that's for two reasons. Firstly, it covers up the answers. So each answer now covered up, we can only see the questions. And secondly, we've got the ticks and crosses, space for ticks and crosses on the outside there. Okay, so hopefully you can see that we've done all of those things. We've separated the questions from answers. We've left space for ticks and crosses. We've covered up the answers so we can test ourselves. And we've got a topic code in the middle so that we can then store it so we can reuse it again later. There we are, just having the ticks and crosses around the outside so that we can see which ones we're getting right and which ones we're getting wrong. Let's go a little bit more detailed, a little bit more specific. So you'll be getting some sort of information, maybe from a knowledge organizer. This one's an English subject, it's a Christmas Carol. And you wouldn't choose all of it, you just choose a small part to try and learn. This part is about avarice or greed. And there's 10 things there to try and learn if you was talking about the theme of avarice in your English essay. So again, we're drawing it out, we're putting the topic into the middle, we're writing the question or the cue in the middle, and then we're putting the thing we've got to learn, associate with that around the outside. We're separating the question from the answer. Hopefully you can see that it's nicely organized, everything there is to learn. We're then going to fold that over and test ourselves. So it's now time for you to make a reusable, testable revision activity. Make sure that you've written it so you can write your topic code in the middle. You can start writing your questions in the area for questions within the box there. Write the answers around the outside. You then need to be folding it over. My advice is to fold it over from the top first, cover up there, and then from the bottom and then go to the edges and fold those in over both edges, so we can't see the answers anymore, and we've got space when we test the cells to put the ticks and crosses. I hope all that made sense. I'd like you to have a try now of making your own reusable, testable revision clock. Remember, when you've made it, the important thing is to keep on using it, keep on testing yourself, and then putting those ticks and crosses so that you know which ones you're getting right. Store it away to be used again later. And the idea really of today's video was to show you that you can pretty much turn any revision activity that you like to use into a testable and a reusable activity. Thank you for listening, and good luck with your revision.